Hey guys, welcome back to Gab and Kenz. I'm Gab.
I'm Kenz.
And today we have our third special guest.
Yeah.
Special guest. Stay humble. But we have our third guest already of the podcast, my dear friend, Charley Paul.
First and last name.
Yes. Two first names, actually. Yep. 2 man first names. Anyways, guys, just as a quick introduction, Charley is my roommate, my friend, an exercise science major, and just,
a gym
overall,
girly.
Yeah, overall, she is, I've already talked about her a lot. So either you guys know us or you've already heard about her name. I either call her Charley or Chuck. So she's also Chuck, by the way. So basically, she is kind of what sparked the introduction of my fitness journey in college. Once again, stay humble. She was kind of just like I said, the spark to me actually getting myself back into the gym from being active in high school, blah, blah, blah. We've talked about that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're going to start with Chuck's fitness kind of journey and like how you got into it, kind of what we've just been doing for every guest. So,
well, thanks for having me, guys.
Of course.
I've been helping them start the videos, so I'm honored.
She was the one that
outside the
when we were
today.
really trying to name exercise names.
Yeah, if we have to name exercise names this episode, guys, we got it. We have an exercise science major here. So yeah, how was your fitness journey? Basically, what got you started, and how has it been since then?
Yeah, so in high school, I played 3 sports. I was like a huge athlete. And then I came to school and we were in COVID, obviously, so there wasn't much club sports going on or activities. Everything was we were in our room, a lot of quarantining. So I just obviously fell out of shape and I thrived off of exercise and those relationships and stuff like that. I just lost touch with who I was, and so I was really unmotivated and didn't also like the way I was looking and stuff like that, and I just felt not in shape. So we got sent home from school in November, and then I started going to the gym. And mind you, I always had a gym membership, but I would go to basketball practice from 3 to 7 o'clock, and then I'd go to club volleyball practice from 8 to 10 p.m. And then some days I'd be oh, let me just go to the gym and go on the treadmill. I don't even know, I was just bored.
I always kind of say the same thing where if you look back on us in our high school years,
oh my God, crazy.
It's actually crazy how much we do in such little time.
Yeah.
And it's we would fill our days with school, obviously, for the majority of the day, 7 hours, sports right after, homework right after. Some cases you would have a job, which you'd go after
another
the sports.
sport.
And
yeah.
It's
if you played club sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's I have 2 classes a day and I'm oh, when am I going to go to the gym? When am I going to have time for homework?
Yeah, I feel I don't have a lot of time now.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, I want to elaborate on the exercise science major because you are on a special track, which is
right. Yeah.
It kind of explains why she basically has no time and how rigorous it really is.
Yeah. So do you want me to finish saying about
sorry.
No worries.
Happens a lot. I get a little sidetracked, but
I went home. I started going to the gym. Didn't have anything to do and really liked it, the environment. I don't really go to a great gym at home, but my best friend and I from home, I pulled her to the gym and we started getting into it. TikTok was amazing for helping me. Then I got a job at that gym and just made connections, whatever. And I started learning with my major all about it even more, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But I just started liking the competition with myself because I didn't have a sport. So it was that you're always trying to get better. Oh, I want to lift 5 pounds more today, whatever the case may be. But I just really liked it. And then I also wanted to put myself through a big challenge. I think it was, so spring semester, I came back and I met Gab, and then Gab and I were psychotic, and we would go to we would go to the gym at 7 a.m. and then we would go to class and come home and go to a HIIT class at 7 o'clock at night. And I was we were just crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know what we did.
That was not a great way to start, obviously, But I think that that's really like what made it so fun is that we made it like something to do and a
challenge.
way to hang out and like a
Yeah.
challenge. And so like that's what made us like so close, but also like so like
Like we wouldn't just hang out, we had like goals together.
exactly.
So
yeah.
that's like really like what I like valued in our friendship, because I'd be like, all right, Gab, like we're going to the gym at 7 a.m. And the thing about Sacred Heart is that you had to sign up for your gym slot.
Yes.
Oh, that was crazy. I
So
forgot about
you
that.
had to go at that time,
Yeah.
which was good.
That was
for
good
Gab.
for me. Yeah.
So I'd be like, let's go, we're going.
And the slots would fill up too.
Yeah, you would sign up the week before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed your
When the
whole
week opened, I did my entire week.
And
Yeah,
then
same.
you'd have to be out because they would clean it and everything.
you
So it's
only
like
had an
I couldn't
hour.
even like waste time. That's crazy. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. That was like a forgotten memory.
Yeah. But then so that summer going into sophomore year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this 75 hard challenge and crazy challenge, but I wasn't as strict as most people are, but I did stay pretty good on it. And then that's like when I had a little bit of like a weight loss transformation, and I just really like fell like more into depth with the fitness and like really liked that whole like grind.
Just in case people don't know what the 75 hard challenge is, do you want to like do like a quick little summary of like what it entails?
Yeah, so it's for 75 days long. I decided to start it like the day I got home from finals.
Yeah.
It was like May 16th or something. And you have to do 2 workouts a day. One must be outside for at least 45 minutes.
Like rain or shine.
Yeah, rain or shine. I was freaking out there in a tornado
Yeah.
watch.
I would have
walking.
like videos of her like in a raincoat, like
that
walking with
bright
rain
yellow
boots.
raincoat.
Yeah.
And the umbrella went inside out. It was so funny, but I was out there for 45 minutes. Then it was drink a gallon of water a day, read 10 pages of a book, take like a cold shower, which I did like for 30 seconds. That's kind of hard. Follow a diet, whatever you choose. So I just ate cleaner.
Yeah, right.
I had no ice cream though.
Oh
And no
yeah, that was a
sweets,
big
like donuts or anything. And ice cream was so hard because I was down the shore I'm from New Jersey, so I was down the Jersey Shore all summer long. And my favorite ice cream ever, brownie s'mores. I couldn't have it.
But that was kind of better for you in a way, not because you're eating clean, but also because it gave you that reward and like
Oh my God,
satisfaction
that
at the
day
end.
after.
Yeah.
But then, so quick story. So I think that's all. Oh, I also added for me personally. So I stayed down the shore all summer long, and like I really like the church that my mom and I go to down the shore. So that was a thing on my goals was go to church every Sunday.
So you also said you have to read 10 pages a day at least. No drinking,
no alcohol.
Yeah.
Then it was take a progress picture.
Yeah, every day.
Which I only did once a week because that's just like wasn't necessary for me. What else was there? I think there was one other thing. There might have been some stuff that I just like didn't follow as much because I was like, I want to stick to it and I don't want to just fail. Like I don't want to go through it and be like, this is too hard. Like I wanted a challenge, but I also wanted it to be like bearable for me.
Yeah. So kind of adding to that challenge, obviously I've never done it before, but there's like a whole book about it, right? And like he kind of goes over like just what it entails and like the psychology behind it kind of. But I wanted to mention that it's so much more, not only is it a physical dedication and like physical exhaustion, but it's also like such a mental game. And it's like you kind of have to just like, it's so hard to stay motivated, especially for something that rigorous. And so it I would assume helps you grow mentally just as much as physically.
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me, and I think the hardest part for anyone is like, yeah, you can go out there and go on the treadmill for 45 minutes in the gym at a 2.0 speed, and you can go outside for the same thing. But the mental aspect of waking up every morning and being like, I'm going to do 8 things it is. And my favorite thing that I learned from it, and that like I preach when someone's like having trouble like getting started and stuff, is like once you do something for 2 weeks, it becomes a habit. And I talk about this with Gab like a lot. Like you go out there and you brush your teeth for 2 weeks, that's what you're gonna do at the same time every day for the next like however long you want to do that.
Exactly.
If you go out there, that's 14 days out of 75.
Yeah, it's all about habit formation, and sticking to something for that 2 weeks is going to kind of spark it being engraved in your memory and kind of just becoming a habit that you do every day.
Yeah, like I still drink way over a gallon of water to this day.
I
And it's
don't,
been over 18 months probably.
Have you guys read the 75 Hard book?
No,
It's
unfortunately.
actually
did
so
not.
I
You
I
read
haven't
it?
so I haven't read the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Justin read it. He gave it to me. I was supposed to read it and I didn't. But I read through some of it and like he told me a lot about it and it's so like even if you're not planning on doing the 75 hard, it's so good to read just for like
Motivation
and mindset shifting and just like
Yeah, so
kind of understanding yourself a little more because it talks about the psychology so much.
okay, I think I kind of assumed that. Obviously, I've never read the book, so I kind of assumed he went into like the psychological factors behind it. But thank
I
you
think
for
mostly
actually.
what he preaches is like how it's not fitness. It's not as much fitness as it is mental.
It's more of a
Exactly.
mental
that's
game.
like
Exactly.
pretty much what I watched a video about it, but
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
read
Like
the
it's
book.
solely a mental toughness challenge.
It
Like, and
definitely
then the
is.
physical aspects of it just come along with it.
Exactly. That goes back to like me always preaching that when you fall in love with the process, the results just come as like as just a side effect. You know
Right,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's
I
like
agree.
you start to like enjoy, not really, I don't want to speak for you. I don't know if you necessarily enjoyed it every single day, but you learn to like enjoy the challenge and then you look back at those progress pictures and you're like, wait, this actually did something for me.
Yeah, like I definitely fell in love with the gym. Like people will just come up to me and be like, "Charlie P fit," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's like my personality trait right
Yeah.
now." But like,
It's our personality trait
like-
forever.
like when I'm having a bad day, like the gym will make me feel better. So like that's better than like sitting in my room and like
Exactly.
being upset. Like you just have to
Exactly.
find those things in life that like you enjoy.
Would you say that there was we talked about like your hardest part, which is like obviously the mental game and stuff, but would you say that there was like a part that kind of came easy to you of the challenge or it was just all kind of difficult?
It was like, so my challenge, I think I should mention this. I had to extend it a little bit because I got my tonsils taken out.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I got my tonsils taken out. I had strep like 17 times in like 4 months.
Yeah, it was
and
crazy.
tonsillitis every single weekend
Yeah.
in the spring semester. So they're like, all right, you gotta take them out. But then I was gonna get it done on like July 6th. So I was planning on taking like a 10-day break and just adding those days at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I was extending it anyways. But then I got tonsillitis and strep the day before my surgery. So we had to cancel the surgery and push back.
Why did I forget all this?
But so like I didn't have ice cream for like 100 days.
Actually,
No, dead ass.
that's crazy. I mean, I can't
I don't know if
remember
I'm
the.
allowed to curse on here, but
No, that's fine.
um
Dead ass. Oh no.
low key.
Oh no, don't drop
but-
low key on here.
Yeah, so I remember like it was like the end of August and I went to like get ice cream and I got a brownie with peanut butter
That must felt so good.
globbed on top of it and
Globbed.
it was amazing. But what came easy to me?
Mhm.
I am such a task completer. Like I guess it's type A, I don't even know.
I don't.
I write down my days to the minute.
Yeah, you're.
And so
she's-
me checking off, up, gallon of water done, up, workout
It's like
one done. Like
satisfaction,
that
yeah.
was so satisfying to me.
and
And also, I was a loser that summer. Like I literally, sorry.
no, you're good. I'm kind of interrupting you, but I was gonna say not that you were a loser in the summer, but that it kind of gave you a way to like check things off
Do
during
something.
a summer, which is like your one time where you're actually able to have a summer.
Yeah, so
since
that
then.
summer,
But we'll get into that.
that summer I was taking a summer class. So, but I was also working and volunteering, but I had so much time that I could like
Yeah.
go out on a walk and I could
Mhm.
go to the gym in the morning and I could do whatever else I had to do. And I was at the beach, so it was amazing, but that was probably the only time that I would have the opportunity to do that challenge.
So you'd say the easy part was just being able to check stuff off a checklist. So it was kind of like
Yeah, and I mean,
satisfactory.
I
to
liked
you.
working out, so that wasn't a problem. I have no problem with like waking up early to like get something done like that.
Yeah.
So the hardest part was probably just like a lot of the time I didn't see results
Mhm.
and being like, this is a lot of work.
But it's kind of crazy how you don't think you're seeing results, but you look back at those pictures and like you actually were.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
Like if you compared week 1 to week 2, you're not going to see anything. But if you
Yeah,
compare week 1
exactly.
to like week 10, I don't know how many weeks,
Yeah.
whatever.
Sure.
Week 10, that's like the last one.
Mhm.
You're going to see not even a crazy difference, but you're going to see differences.
Exactly.
Also, you don't see mental differences on pictures.
Right.
Yeah.
But the other thing that was definitely hard was like the like lonely aspect, I guess you would say, because like I didn't have like Gab. Like, for example, like we'd work out every single day in the spring semester. So when summer came around, I didn't even have anyone to work out with. So that was probably a big change for me because I didn't really have someone to push me.
Yeah.
So that
Which
was
is a
definitely
big driving factor.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that really makes or breaks an experience. And it makes the process a lot easier, as I've said, a lot.
Yeah, we love our little gym partners.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, would you recommend doing the 75 hard challenge? And if you do, who would you recommend it to?
Personally, I think that it's a lot. So I don't recommend it for everyone, honestly, because like you can lose weight by, if that's the goal, you can go to the gym and just have like a healthy relationship with the gym and all that and still lose weight. You do not have to work out for 90 plus minutes a day, read a book, drink a gallon of water. I mean, you should definitely drink a gallon of water no matter what. But you do not have to do all that just to like lose weight. And you don't have to do all that to have like a mindset shift.
Right.
So I don't necessarily think that everyone should do it. I think that honestly, like I was a little bit too hyper fixated on my like myself and like if I was doing well, if I looked better, if I was eating right, like I couldn't stay off my diet or like that kind of thing. So I think that was definitely too strict. But at the time I didn't see it because I was like so driven to finish it and I wanted to like just feel confident, and I was feeling confident when I was doing that and in that process, and I loved it. So in the moment I think it was awesome, but I think if I failed I would have been like, oh, like it's pointless, like I don't like working out anymore. So I think for some people it could get a really bad relationship with the gym or with food. So I don't recommend it for everyone.
But so you would say you recommend it for those looking for more of a
maybe a push.
Mental journey than a physical journey.
Or maybe if they're already like working out and they're like, oh, and like it's like nothing special. Like
honestly,
if they're already doing 4 out of 6 or 8 or whatever those things a day.
Also, I worked out for 75 days straight and no rest days. That's not
when you look back at it, that's not a very healthy thing to do.
Like that's not how your body
it's exhaustion
gains muscle. That's not how your body gets stronger. Like that's
what I'm saying. It's more like a mental challenge than a physical challenge.
So maybe get up and like go on a walk, but you don't push your body. Like stay in a diet if you want.
But like just like you did, people could always tweak it. So they could like give or take some things, whatever fits for them. I know it'll make it easier, but it's, it doesn't have to be as draining as it really is, like the physical
there's
challenge.
Also the 75 soft, which is like one workout a day. So like you can make it whatever you want. You don't have to follow the 75 hard. You can just be like, I'm gonna go on this challenge and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna stick to it for this amount of days. You can call it whatever you want challenge. And it's also, I'm acting like I did this, but from what I know, I wouldn't recommend it to people that are kind of already busy. And like if you don't have the time to do that, you're going to be burnt out, like physically, mentally exhausted, but also like stressed. And it's gonna take a kind of a negative effect on your body rather than the positive mental effect it's supposed to be.
Right.
So that was actually good. I was expecting you to be like, yeah, everyone should do it.
No, I
but
really
that's
don't
honest. That's good.
I think that if people want to get a good relationship with the gym, like fitness in general, like you need to like love it. And like there was periods of time that I was obviously tired and I didn't want to do anything, and I should have been focusing on like school or even though it was summer. But like the gym is supposed, or like whatever you like to do in fitness, like you guys say, like whatever it may be, like it's supposed to be like that break, that like mental like break, and where you're like decompressing from everything you have going on in life. Everyone has stuff going on, like everyone's stressed out, no matter what your major is, no matter what your job is. Like the gym is supposed to be like a healthy lifestyle that you're incorporating. So I don't think that if it's so demanding and so like you have to follow strict rules, then it's not healthy in that sense. But if you want a challenge, then go for it.
Right.
That's like how we always say, like, you may not enjoy like what you're doing now. Like if lifting isn't your thing, so be it. But there's gonna be something out there. Like I always tell my mom that. Like she's like
you could like skiing and that could be exercise.
She's just like, my mom's like, I just don't like fitness like you do. And so like it's not fun. But then years ago, she used to do this like little kickboxing class.
Oh my God, my mom loved
She
kickboxing.
loved it. So I'm like, you literally just have to find your little niche. Like,
Yeah.
we say this all the time too, but it's like.
No, my mom, she goes to, it's like a strength training class with like all like people
Wow, so they all just go through
around her age. So it's like almost kind of HIIT, but also strength training. Like, and
Just
she
move your body.
Yeah,
That's all you
exactly.
need.
Exactly. That brings me to, shout out to Sam's mom. I don't know if I've told you this, but Sam's mom and her friend like opened up their own little studio.
Really?
Where like they teach Zumba classes,
do
Pilates, I think.
Sam needs to go.
Yeah, no, she will. I told her me and my mom have to go and have a class with her and her mom. That would be so fun.
I want to go to a hot yoga class this week.
You have
if
to.
I have time. In Fairfield, there's like a free like first one.
I should go. We should
I'm
go.
like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll bring
But
Sam
they have
too.
7 a.m. class.
What?
7 a.m. class.
You're acting like I haven't been doing this a few times every week.
I've trained you so well.
Oh, she takes credit for all of my fitness
No.
accomplishments.
You let her.
Gab just usually is not a great person to get up with. But now, like, she's, like, putting on these, like, hard raps at 7:30 in the morning when we're driving to the gym.
Like, because
And
I
I'm
have to.
And I'm like, Gab, and her bass in her car is, like, the
Literally
most
shakes your insides.
Okay, but if you're
boggling thing.
if you're gonna wake up at
for
like
sure, that's how you
6:30 in
do
the
it.
morning and get to the gym, that's how I'm doing it.
Yeah,
like I'm
that's
gonna
the
be
way.
blasting Travis Scott on the way there, and if people are going to class at 9 a.m. or like whatever 8 a.m.
The guy's, like, mowing the lawn.
they're gonna have to,
and
and I'm like
Gab's car is
rolling down the window when it's
vibrating.
like 40 degrees. I'm like, I don't want to wake up. Sorry, I don't mean to sing. You guys didn't have to hear that. So, anyways.
Okay, so next topic. So you're exercise science.
Yes.
You're graduating.
Yes, crazy.
But like, expand about like exercise science more. Sorry, I totally asked this like while you're in the middle of your fitness journey.
okay.
But you are in a program or like track that is a lot more rigorous than like not only like a lot of other like majors or like other things. Not to take away from other majors and stuff, but it's also rigorous for the exercise science field.
Yeah.
So like elaborate on that.
I'm not like bragging when I say this.
No,
'cause
I'm
sometimes
literally
people are
enticing
like,
it.
oh my God. But so I
really
came into
thirsty.
school, I wanted to do physical therapy. I was like, I'm going to college for physical therapy, like not really knowing what that meant. So I came in and I was on the 3+3 track for physical therapy grad school. So
I didn't even know that.
when I came to school,
Yeah, physical therapy.
yeah.
Oh.
But like when you're on that, your undergrad major is exercise science.
Got it. Okay.
So my major right now is exercise science, and I'm on a 3+3 track for getting my DPT, which is Doctor of Physical Therapy.
She's gonna be a
that
doctor.
means that I had like a direct like seat in the program at Sacred Heart. So like I just had to keep the GPA, get my letter of recs, like all that you did for undergrad, and then you just had to pretty much easy in if you kept that.
But she decided to go above and beyond. So you feel like you don't want to.
Wait,
like
so
you
let
don't
me
want.
explain the
Sorry,
3+3
I'm getting
part.
excited.
Part first.
Sorry.
So I didn't know this. I was like, oh, amazing. Like 6 years instead of 7, because you have to do 3 years of grad school either way. So I was like, awesome. Like, cool.
You
I didn't know that I needed to take 18 credits every single semester, and labs are 1 credit. And
Yeah.
they're 3 hours long. So
could-
that does not equal.
I could talk about that for years.
Yeah. So then also that doesn't count for the summer classes I took. I took anatomy 1 and 2 over summer. Oh no, I didn't take 2 because I had my surgery. But I took summer classes. It was like 8 credits. And I took
Chemistry.
a winter class. And then I also took another summer class and another winter class. And this past summer was brutal because it was all in person. 8 a.m.
And chemistry.
Yes. 8 a.m. to 2
wow.
p.m. every single day except Friday. And I mean, I'm
It's
so
only
glad.
a glimpse of what you're gonna have to do.
I know. I'm so glad because it was only chem, so like I didn't really
Yeah.
have to worry. And it was at like a school by my house, and like the people were like, "Oh, it's just a summer class. We know you guys like aren't like gonna be chem majors, so
Yeah.
it's not that.
So it's
deep."
not like as like
like
demanding.
Yeah, I mean, it was annoying. Like
Yeah.
my first exam for Chem 2 was 14 multiple choice questions worth 100 points. And I was like, well, he's like, you have to explain your answer. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, what if I just don't know and I forgot? Like, I'm just going to circle C. No, that's 0. And if it's C is correct, that's 0 because you didn't explain.
Oh.
my God.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I'd fail that.
But I agree with you. Chemistry was the one class that almost made me not want to be a bio major.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's just it's either you really get it or you really don't. It's hard to.
Bio 100 really kicked my butt.
I carried her bio grade, and like even then,
And even that was scary.
Gab carried my philosophy grade. Don't worry.
Really?
Yeah, Gab, you literally helped me write that 8-page paper or whatever.
I'm a philosopher. Bio major, philosopher part-time. I don't even remember helping her with that. So
I would
anyways,
sit in her bed and be like, Gab, you need to help me. And she'd be like, just write this. And she's really good at writing essays. And I cannot write an essay. It took me 4 like whole entire days staring at a computer trying to write a CIT essay. That's a Catholic class about what your religion is.
That's crazy.
I'm really easy at just coming up with random
just
stuff.
can't do it.
Like
I'm really good at writing.
I can never.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. But anyways, so for the last 3 years, have been taking an absurd amount of credits. And it's really not bad at all. Like, I don't think I could do 4 + 3. Like, sitting around with 13 credits, sorry.
I've never taken 13 credits.
Yeah, no,
Well,
me
like,
neither.
I think some people take like 15.
Like 12 is the least.
Oh, yeah, 12, 15.
But
I
like
don't
that's
think
a
I
bare
could-
minimum.
But I also like work well, like I don't work well like
Under
you, Gab,
pressure.
under pressure.
Oh.
Gab will wait to study for an exam like 2 days before.
But it helps
But
me
she
get
gets
it
good.
done.
She gets like a 95. And I'm
But
like, what the heck?
It's because it helps me get it done. Because if I allow myself more time to do it, I won't
Yeah.
put the
You'll put
actual
it
time
off.
to do that. I don't know why. It's just
No, yeah, I get that.
it's a stressful mechanism, but it works for me.
But I just like, I think
You
I
need to
posted
stay-
this. I think I posted this on my fitness account for like the winter when I posted like a 2022 like thing. Like you just like people will be like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? I'll be like, you just freaking do it. Like you have to get up every day and or the night before. I'm going to gym at 7 a.m. Okay, you're tired, just go and do it.
Yeah.
Like simple as that. I know it's
It's-
like, oh, that's like you're just saying that, but like get out of bed, do that, study for the exam, finish your assignment. Like I told myself there was so many times where I was like, I'm gonna switch to the longer program and like not take summer classes. I want to like have a break. And then like my advisor wasn't really the best. He's like, do what you think's best. And I was like,
I
no,
hate-
you need to
I-
tell
Okay,
me right
thank you.
now
I
what to do.
hate when people say that to me when I'm like looking for advice and they're just like, do whatever your heart
Or
says.
he'll be
to
like,
do.
it's gonna be okay. I'm like, no, it's not gonna be okay. I'm like, we need to figure out what's going to happen in 4
Yeah.
years from now. And he's
Yeah.
like, Charlie, what about tomorrow?
She's like, I need a minute by minute to-do
No,
list for the next
literally.
7 years of my life. So give it to me.
Last March when I started figuring out like my grad school like scenario, I made an Excel spreadsheet. And this thing had 30 columns.
Yeah, you're crazy
Cost,
for that.
distance, number of classes, prereqs, recommendations, like anything.
Difficulty of getting in.
Every single program in the United States of America. I had Hawaii on that list. I had California's.
It was psycho.
like everything.
Oh my God.
And
So-
I would just
Good
stare
for
at it
you.
and be like, what's next?
So that brings us to, what school did you choose on that list, Chuck?
Yeah, so I'm going.
Yeah. When you say it like that, it sounds like you're bragging, but just say it.
I'm going to I'm graduating in 2 weeks, and
Mm-hmm.
then I will be going to University of Miami for
In 2 weeks.
physical
basically.
therapy grad school program.
That's crazy.
But
Oh.
I had I think I submitted like 10 applications, which was insane because each one had like their own 4 essays.
Oh my God.
And I went back to my man Jeff, my college advisor helper, and he helped me write my essays and like kind of like because I'm not good at writing essays, and they would be like, "What? How do you
Oh, I helped
experience
you with some of those,
resilience?"
too.
And I'm like, "I don't know. Here's my grades."
Yeah.
But I also this summer had to take the GRE, which is like the SAT on steroids for college classes.
Yeah.
And that was a 5-hour exam. And then I was taking chemistry. And then I had to start my applications. And I finally submitted them all after getting like letters of recommendation. I had to do volunteering in the hospital. It was a lot of work, but I was like determined to not stay at Sacred Heart. There's no hate, but I just need to grow and like
Hey,
move on.
Kenz?
Yep.
Kenz
Oh, yeah.
already has her fair share of words.
Like
When did
But-
you like decide that you wanted to not continue grad school here?
I
like,
feel like
what
it
was
had to
that
have been
whole
like last
process?
March because I made that whole Excel spreadsheet that back then.
But was it more of like a challenge factor for you? Was it more like this is too not too easy,
Yeah.
but like this
too
is
comfortable, maybe.
Yeah, this
no,
is too comfortable.
definitely.
So
My favorite quote is
Yeah.
literally like, when you're comfortable, you are not growing.
Yeah.
And I think that like anytime like in life, you guys like not you guys, but like anyone has to be like always wanting to improve. Like that's another thing about the gym I love is like you're always wanting to improve, and like so I think that really was just like, you're gonna like, if you've made it this far, like why not try? Like what's the worst they say? Like my aunt, she helped me so much. She was like, apply to 50 schools if you want. Like the worst they say is no, and at the end of the day you wasted like $50 per application, which is a lot, but you're going to be spending a lot of money on grad school. So if you already
Just
are
a
like
small
not
investment.
like super happy with SHU, why would you put yourself in that same position? Mind you, the classrooms I'm in right now and that have been for the past 2 years, I'm going to be in for the next 3 years if I stayed here. I can't be doing that.
But it's also like a environmental factor. Like you had it kind of like predetermined that you wanted to go somewhere warmer.
Yeah.
Because you got that idea in your head.
Yeah.
And so like I think that that's another factor that made you like gravitate towards other schools.
When I have an idea in my head, like it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And I mean,
Like,
we say, I say the same thing all the time. And we always talk about how it's like seasonal depression is such a thing. And our mood switches crazily fast as soon as it's like
So
above
bad.
55 degrees.
It's so bad. Like in January, I'm like, don't even talk to me, Gab.
Yeah.
Like I'm in my
But-
room vegetating.
But vegetating?
You've never heard that before?
No.
It's
Like
like
a
when
crop?
you sit and rot in your bedroom.
Oh.
Like grow and I
Yeah,
don't know.
vegetate means like...
I don't know. I just
Oh,
vegetate.
okay. All
I
right.
just sit there and I get
see where you're
sad
going.
because I want to be in the warm.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying that's like seemed like it was such a strong factor of you, which valid. Like if I could go back, I always said when I was like applying to colleges, I was like, I need to be somewhere warm. I'm so happy when I'm warm, but I ended up 30 minutes from home. It's like,
Also, it was COVID, so.
yeah. But we also like, I'm
But
such
at the
an
same
advocate.
time, like we wouldn't have met, like, and like we
Yeah.
wouldn't be friends,
Crazy.
like if we didn't choose this path. And I like believe that stuff. Like we were meant to be
Everything happens for a
friends and
reason.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like it's just crazy. And I think that like if you like I'm 20, so like I'm pretty young. If I didn't start to like go after like what I wanted now, like looking back every single year, I'd be like, oh, I should have tried.
Yeah, right.
I should have tried. Like there were so many people that are like, I'm not really like that close of friends with anyone in like my exercise science major. Like I'm friendly with people in my class, like, you know, the school friends and stuff like that. But like I just started getting close with like a few people. Like my friend Claudia, who she like works out. We got so close over summer. Like she has a lot of the similar like mindsets as like all of us, and my friend Christina. But like my program, I really don't like go out and like try to talk to people. But whenever I would say like I'm applying to other schools, like because I had to start this process in like June, and like they just submitted their one essay to SHU, and then that was it in August. So they're like, why would you do that? Like you're giving yourself so much work.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I am, but I want it.
Yeah, exactly. So going back to Miami, isn't it like a crazy accomplishment? Like, isn't it like what, number 7?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like pretty up there on the list.
Like number
Pretty up
7
there.
in the nation?
Yeah, so the whole process was actually insane.
Yeah,
so
I can imagine.
I like submitted my application, and then I'm in class last semester, and I get an email, and it's like interview. I'm like, no freaking way. So I got invited to an interview. I actually took it in that study room, like across the hall in this
Oh.
building. And
That's exciting.
and it was like there's no windows in there. The interview was from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. And I had an exam.
With one person?
I'll explain it. But I had an
Okay.
exam. I had an exam at 12:30 on that Friday. So it was like hour by hour, and it was like meet and greet, and then it was like tour of so the last actual hour was like a 2-on-1 interview, 2 admission people with me.
Okay.
One lady's Wi-Fi was so bad, so I was guessing everything she was saying, and she was like not strict, but like she poker face, like
straight to
she
the
did
point,
not like my sarcasm.
She's there for business.
She did not. She was like like she was asking me really intimidating questions, and like I like was able to like be myself and all that, but I also was like super like, wow, like can I handle this? She's like, you're 20. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, a lot of people in this program like have taken like a gap year or two, and they're like 23 coming into it. I'm like
she's trying to scare you to see how you do.
I was like, I want this so bad. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what I would do with myself. Like, I can't take a gap year. I'd have to do the 75 hard again.
It's just there's no choice.
I need to be busy. But so then I was like freaking out because I like actually thought I like botched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the last question she asked me was like, why should we choose you? And
I would
was like,
not know how to answer that.
You got to sell yourself. I was like, well, I'm like pretty cool. Like, I don't know what you want to say. I like blacked out. I don't even remember. And then I remember like sitting on the bathroom floor like crying because I was like,
because you thought
I didn't do it. And then I did bad. Oh, then I got an 82 on my exam, and I was like, I can't be getting these grades in grad school. Like psyching myself out. So then this is like kind of an unnecessary story, maybe, I don't know, but my mom and I were like, let's go away for Thanksgiving, like there's nothing really to do around home, like, so we were like, okay, like let's go somewhere new. So she first was gonna go to Cali, and then she's like, let's go to Florida, and then she's like, why not Miami? Like, I guess if we're there, like,
yeah,
you could always just look at the campus, see whatever. I had no idea that like when I would be hearing back. This was maybe like 2.5 weeks later. And also, actually that doesn't really matter, but some girl said she heard back 10 days later, so I was like kind of like hesitant, but
yeah,
everything was on email. Then I go home, and the day before our vacation, we're going to Miami, my mom hands me this letter, and she's like, oh my god, let me get my phone, I have to record this. I'm like, Mom, it's like junk mail, because I get all that junk mail from like schools, like the same as you did at undergrad. And so I'm opening it up, and it's like decal or something, like this little piece of paper that says decal. I was like, all right, Mom, it's just junk mail, like it's fine, like you could see it in my video. And then I open it up, and it's like class of 2026. I was like, crazy. Oh my god. So I start jumping up and down and blah blah blah,
right before your vacation there too.
And
great choice.
Yeah. So then I went on vacation, and I had a tour of the whole facility, and it was like amazing. Like I just like talking to the people, like it's so different. They like preach family, and like I really like love that. And like being close with your classmates, like they're all so close, and like they had this whole plan to surprise me. Like at the end of the tour, they were like, oh, like we have something in like the room, like let me go get it. And then like he gave me the pamphlet, and it said like congrats, and then I was like, oh, like I told him before, we figured out, but he's like gonna surprise me with my whole acceptance letter and stuff like that. Like they made it so personal.
Oh, they didn't know that they mailed it to you?
No, he said like, oh, we weren't supposed to do that anymore. He was like, are you kidding me? They weren't supposed to mail that out. He's like, I was gonna surprise you at the end of our tour.
Oh, that would
be
like good.
Other students that were in the program, it was Thanksgiving break, so everyone was home. People that were like just in the program like came to help him out, and like they didn't even know who I was.
That's adorable.
So like it was so personal towards me, and I was like, this
and
just
that's
feels
that kind
so
of
much
like ensured that you wanted to go there because it was so personable.
I had another interview for another like grad program, but it was in Pennsylvania, so I was like, I wanted to go south. Like I think I applied to 6 out of 9 schools were in Florida. One was in South Carolina.
That's what I'm saying. The environment I think had a big factor too.
That's what I said a lot in my interview too. She was like, they asked a lot about mental health actually. They're like, how will you stop yourself from burning out and stuff. I was like, a 10-minute walk in the warmth will stop me from burning out. Like you have no idea.
Like it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Like so anyways, how, in case there's any exercise science majors out here or anything, what are like some tips of advice that you would give them to, one, not burn out, but also to not like give up during like such a crazy process that you kind of went through?
It's definitely like hard and intimidating, but I feel like you have to, like, I think it's type A when you're like what I do, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know what you're referring to.
I think I'm type A. I'm not sure though. But like I'm psycho about it, so you don't have to be like me. Like I like made an entire list starting in March, and I was like, what needs to be done and when do they need to be done by, so I'm not going to freak out about it by now. So like, oh, the GRE, I'm taking that in August. it's March. We don't have to worry about that right now. Like,
Yeah.
we got a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the thing about Sacred Heart, which was like kind of upsetting in my point of view, was like they only wanted you to go to the grad school here. So my advisor was like kind of a lost cause with helping me with like this website, PTCast, for like, which was like the
Application.
common app.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
So,
was
like,
the
a
common
grad
app
school?
for grad
Yeah.
school, PT school. So when I would ask him for help and stuff, he'd be like, I have no idea. So
That's
I had to
crazy.
figure that out all on my own, which
Mhm.
was kind of hard. But you need to like talk to other people and like I did volunteering. I had to do volunteering with like physical therapists, and they were always so like helpful. Like if I needed them, like I think the best way to like not burn out is like you need to like just plan, and you don't have to be like so nervous about it. You still need to live in the moment and like enjoy your undergrad, especially if you're graduating a year early like
Yeah.
I am. But like just know what you have to do and when you have to do it. Like
Right. I feel like you're kind of getting at like just be organized. Like you don't have to obsess over it, but like just
Yeah.
be organized, get your stuff done, and like enjoy the process while you're doing it.
yeah, because like if you're always worried about the future, then you can't live in the moment. Like there's a lot of times that I like regret like at least last semester I was like super fixated on like my interview, like my application, stuff like that. So I feel like some of the time I like wasn't like hanging out with my friends as much, or like I was so nervous and so like so much going on in my head that I like wasn't focused on like what was going on. And I wish I had that now that I'm like obviously leaving in 2 weeks.
Right.
But like you just have to like it's all gonna work out, and like you're gonna get in, and it's all gonna like you just have to like know that there's a lot of work to get into this things.
Yeah. So you have to be prepared for it, but also not discouraged.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So to kind of segue into like our third topic that we wanted to talk about, we always talk about like staying busy in school and like how we are the type of people that like would rather have a lot of things to do in a day than to just like sit in bed and vegetate.
Sorry, are you gonna like that? Do you like that word now?
I mean, it does make sense.
I've
now
taught
that
Gab
I
a
thought
lot of
about it.
words that she
Right.
didn't know.
no, yeah, I'm proud of her.
Like
Fat cat.
fat cat. Oh my gosh. I do use that a lot though. I feel like a fat cat. And I used to like,
Gab would look at me like I
I'd
just
be like,
shot
you have
someone.
9 heads. What?
Cause like
Sorry,
I would
I'm
be
thinking
like
about
so
cats.
full after eating. I'm like, oh my gosh, Gab, I feel like a fat cat. She's like,
What?
You feel like a what?
Right? Okay, have you ever heard the term fat
No,
cat?
I'm making fun of you.
No.
But anyways, so with Charley leaving the state in 2 weeks, she did in fact start a club
With Gab.
with Gab.
Finally,
Yeah.
we tried to start this last February.
It was
Right.
a long and hard process. I just got so excited for my next sentence. I was just gonna say, so the club that we started was Girl Gains. It's a nationwide organization. So if this inspires you and you go to like some other school somehow, I don't know how you heard about this, but if you go to some other school, start this club at your
Hopefully
school.
your school will be less hard to
Yeah,
work
ours was just like a very
tedious process. to
dragged
say.
out process. It didn't need to take like that long, but it was also just like a little bit of miscommunication. So yeah, anyways, so we took a long time to begin
Yeah,
this
I mean
club.
now what is it? May 2023. We started February 2022.
Yeah.
That's
on
when
my
we
birthday.
started it. So no, that's when we first posted. We had the idea probably in like January.
Yeah, because I saw a TikTok of like the
They were like saying
Founder.
started out at your
founder
club.
of the very first Girl Games at like SDSU or something in like California. So a lot of them are in California. But anyway, so I saw this TikTok and it was the beginning of like me and Chuck's journey and like how we were such huge advocates for
We were
fitness.
psycho.
Obviously, we still are to the point where we make podcasts about it. But I saw this TikTok and it was like something dedicated to getting girls in the weight room or just into fitness in general. But as we've said, the weight room is such an intimidating place, especially since it's a male dominated space. And so it could definitely be a scary situation and intimidating situation. But me and Chuck obviously been there, done that. And so we saw this as an idea to just bring this, bring and like just advocate this positive lifestyle that we have come to
it's
love
not really an environment 'cause
at
it's
our
like,
school.
just like a, I don't know the word.
Yeah. So as I said, it kind of just empowers women. It's kind of just like a safe place for.
It's more of like becoming friends with people that like would work out, because like it's not like, oh, we're just trying to get people like in the gym, like we're just making them comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
So I could be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym today because I know that like this girl Gab, I know she's gonna be there, and I could say hi to her, and it's not gonna be as intimidating as me going by myself and looking like I have no friends.
Exactly.
And or if people are lacking that motivation, like they can make those connections with
and we'll have like
club
little,
or like whatever it might be.
We'll have like little buddy systems, or we'll have like little group fitness classes and stuff like that, just to like put that lifestyle out there, because it could be hard in college, like
definitely
to do it on your own.
And I mean, we got a lot of positive feedback. We've had a lot of girls interested.
Yeah, we have like 60.
And so that was very like reassuring that like it's not just us. It's like it's a collective thing where it's like you're almost like desperate for like something that helps make the process a little easier, because like I said,
like
it is such a difficult process. Exactly. And so not only is it like an environment of like-minded people, which we always say to surround yourself with, but it's also just like something fun to do and like something to like help you enjoy that process. And so we thought it was the best idea in the world, and so we started it, and we're finally in the works of kind of like, oh, I said in the works.
Guys, just so you guys know, we keep laughing because we were on the Shoe TV show.
Oh yeah, we're on a
Pulse.
TV show.
And our great friend Molly Jacobs, who is killing the game of communication majors,
love her.
Interviewed us about her fitness journeys. So we like subtweeted
So to explain our little inside jokes, she said the word low key in her
really
interview.
Guys, don't bring it up.
And this is like a show that I think like parents for the most part watch.
I don't know
and
what
she's
I was
just like
saying. Like I'm going to grad school in like 10 days, and I just said low key in an interview.
But she was also just like, yeah, I gained the freshman 15 low key.
No. I think I said, and I low key just did. I don't even know, but it doesn't matter because that's so embarrassing.
But that was our little inside joke.
Or just immature.
Yeah, maybe.
Immature.
Yeah.
Good job.
See, I'm like 10.
Yeah. No, you're tired.
Guys,
it's
what am I
late.
gonna do when like a 35-year-old guy that's sitting next to me in my class is like, so what did you get for number 10? I'm like, yeah, low key.
Like, you won't be like that. You'll be fine. So anyways, yeah. So that was just a little backstory of why we just laughed at me saying in the works.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was funny when she said
that
it on
in
there.
the interview.
So we are in the works of finally getting that club finalized, and we are getting a little e-board together, and so we're very excited about this. And before Chuck graduates and leaves me to do it all alone,
I'm really sad because we were co-founders
but now she's already graduating,
technically co-presidents, but I gave Gab the reins. No, I'm just kidding. But Gab's president, but like we obviously couldn't do anything this entire year, which is unfortunate. So I'm trying to help my best with literally like 6 days left of the semester.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going well. I mean, we're very excited. But I wanted to take an episode to talk about this with you, like before you graduated, as I was saying, just because I think that is such a good message and a good like mission. And I think that there should be a Girl Gains on every campus ever.
Yeah, I really like the whole like mission statement.
Exactly.
And, like, the ideas
of
it.
Let's start a revolution of Girl Gains.
Okay, let's do the first battle by getting it onto our campus first.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's been a while.
So what about, like, was there something specific about Girl Gains that like made you like, oh my God, we need to do this?
I personally think it was the feeling of familiarity. So it was like, I was like, I've been there, done that, and I wish I had something like this to help me through the process. So why not create something like this to help those that were in my shoes?
Right.
I think this is like made me laugh, like a giggle, because like me and Gab were such great friends. Like our relationship like sparked in the gym. So I was like imagine like how many friends and like how close of a connection you can have like with that. Like I have a lot of friends that don't work out. Like I don't not talk to people
Yeah.
because they don't work out, but I'm saying that like it's just such a different connection because you're like going through goals together.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
maybe if you're friends that you have class with, like you're trying to get an A together. Like you're gonna grind together. Like me and Gab grinded together. Like we wanted that.
Yeah.
Right.
We were,
Like when you
so
share
driven.
mindsets together.
Yeah, so
it
I think
helps.
that's like I was
Exactly.
excited to like give that to other people. Like that's like an amazing thing to like just like push each other and like always strive to be better. Like I think that's like what makes friendships so great. Like
Right.
or like it could not even be anything with fitness, but that's just how it came to us. So I was like, this is awesome idea that I think everyone deserves to like have a shot at.
Exactly. So it's just like the feeling that we've been there, and so we want to help other people.
Yeah, and we went through that, so we
Feel-
know how intimidating it was
Exactly.
and how it could be.
Yeah.
What, like, as like once a club is formed, like what will you guys actually do as a club? Like, do you meet? Do you?
Great question.
This
So
is more
obviously,
Gab's end.
obviously we would have like our little weekly, bi-weekly meetings where we just talk about like what we're gonna do.
Right.
But we're also going to obviously have like events. So events could literally be anything from a Pilates class we do together, a walk in like nature. Literally, it could be
Yeah,
any.
they had nature walks. I liked that one that they did.
it
Just like
can-
getting together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be
in something
any
fitness.
It could be any excuse to be active, but also be together
Right.
and enjoying that activity together. And so, along with that, obviously, there would also be like an educational factor to it where we would have guest speakers, like talk to people over Zoom or just anything. So, it's like we would have obviously people that are certified. So, like a nutritionist or someone with like their certified personal training if they just want to talk about that experience and like going through that process. So basically just activities to all do together to kind of create that community, but also factors where we can learn about what we're doing and how to fuel our bodies properly and just everything that someone needs to be successful when it comes to fitness.
Right.
So that's basically what it entails.
Yeah, I think like the best part of it is like we could pick what we want. Like if we want to bring a CPT certified personal trainer in or like a nutritionist.
Yeah.
Like it's
Anyone
just to
certified.
make everyone like feel better and like if you want to like learn more about like
just
food
Yeah,
or
to be-
like exercising, like you can pick what you what you want out of it. And I think that's like a little bit different than like other clubs where like for example like my exercise science club or like another academic club, we're just going to get information and like about like things
Yeah.
for our major kind
Yeah.
of thing, where this is like more of like it's so fun, like
exactly.
like a gathering.
Yeah. I've been saying to people, I'm not like looking to like demand people to
Yeah.
like show up to these things. It's just it's something that we want people to enjoy that they can get from campus and that they can
Yeah.
like have that sense of community even when maybe they won't, because we take for granted like the situation that we had because we found like friends at our school, but that is also like a tough process for other people. So it's just a mechanism for people to have that outlet that we are such advocates about, obviously.
And
Also, sorry.
No, you're good.
I think that like nowadays with TikTok and social media, like fitness is definitely a trend. The gym is definitely a trend, which
As
is
it should be,
amazing,
yeah.
which I love it. Like we have our fitness accounts, like we can like go out and like take videos. We feel comfortable now. Like I know there's the people out there that was just me, like looking at those videos and like imagine having a relationship with like someone that's like so confident in the gym that they feel confident enough to post videos. Like those like those relationships, like I was saying, it like just would be so nice. If I wish I had that when I first started. And like I know there's so many people out there nowadays that don't want to go out and they don't want to, and I feel like there's like a stigma that like you make friends with people who you go out with or like go out like to like parties and stuff with, like where this could be another opportunity for people to make friends. It doesn't require like if you don't want to go outside of your comfort zone, like this could be your comfort zone.
Right.
So it's kind of like it's just like however you want to get out of it, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I also feel like it's really cool, like you guys being like, I guess the leaders of it. You are the leaders, but I just think that sounds weird.
Like the founders.
Yeah.
That sounds weird too.
Creators.
Like, since you guys are like kind of leading this group, and if you don't already, you're going to build like close relationships with these girls. Like, you can get feedback from them and like really understand what they want, and then be able to incorporate that into the
We'll have so many more friends.
club.
Exactly.
Right.
And like one thing. Sorry, you could finish your sentence.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, if like people want to learn more about nutrition, you can bring in that nutritionist. Or if people want to learn more about like
give them the
things,
tools
like you can exactly, and you can like you have the chance to like navigate what you want to do with this club because you started it. Like, there's no like structure to it yet.
Yeah, and going back to what we kind of talk about a lot, you are a product of your environment, and I think having those friends in the gym is like such a fun thing. It's like when I go into my gym at home, I like have so many faces that I recognize, and it's just the small things that make the experience so enjoyable. And so having that at your school gym where it's even more intimidating because it's strictly kids your age, like
you're always
working
gonna
out.
feel judgment in no matter what gym you want go to. So like
you feel vulnerable.
Having friends will make you feel so much better.
Exactly. And so when you're walking into that school gym and you see like 5 girls that you know, that makes the experience just so much easier and
Not
just
that
more
guys
enjoyable.
Can't be your friend, but like
No. If a guy wanted to join this, they totally can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna
actually.
say no.
I don't think we can.
No, we can.
I don't think we can say they can't join.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'm agreeing.
Yeah. No, they could join.
But
we're just saying like the goals are just kind of just to help females feel more comfortable because
I mean, why the hell
we are females, and you know, like we've had that experience, and we wish that other people could be helped with that experience. Sorry, I just saw like a kid walking out of a room playing a guitar, so I got a little sidetracked.
She can't go.
Yeah, let me go play the guitar. Be right back, guys.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You're obviously leaving.
Yeah.
Does Miami have anything like this?
They have girl games, I think.
Oh,
they
do?
have a girl games at Miami.
I think so.
But
are you planning on? Can you as a grad student?
It may be like us. Like we had to specify that it's for undergrad full-time students.
I also don't know if I'll unfortunately.
You would not
have time.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you could join it, were you planning on it?
But you could be like a little guest speaker, or just be like that. I was in.
Well, but I'm not certified in anything.
Yeah, you're right. But you could just like make friends, okay, Chuck?
Yeah. I would love
to
get my certification for personal training, but I just don't have the time for
training.
That's
a
kind of
side.
expensive.
Yeah, well,
kind
just to take
Should
the test,
it's
like $150.
Should I do it this summer?
But like
Yeah, you should do
Wouldn't
that
that
this
be
summer.
cool?
Yeah,
right?
Gab, you should.
Yeah,
I think you really should actually.
Should I?
Yeah,
what am I gonna do
I'll
with that?
do it
though?
with you.
But I'm also taking a class right now. I'm taking strength and conditioning currently, and I could technically take my certified strength and conditioning coach exam, but I don't think I would do well on that because I haven't been doing well in the class.
So do you think I should become a
Gab, I'll do
certified
it with you.
personal trainer?
I just think it's like $1,000.
No, it's not. It's like $150 to take the exam.
Yeah,
you just have to do the course.
The course itself, I think, is like $1,000.
I mean, we're just gonna be.
It might be like
working, maybe an internship if I.
But I know that at my gym when I work there, they're like will sponsor or whatever they use the word as, and they'll pay for your exam. So if you work at a gym, maybe they could pay, and then you'd have to train at that gym.
I'll see if my restaurant will fund it. No, but why not? I don't know what I would do with that, but it would kind of just be like cool to do as a little side
Yeah, that's
gig.
the only thing that like I haven't gotten it because I'm like, when do I have time?
Yeah.
And I will not have time. This summer I have class from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day, and that doesn't include study time.
You know, don't your classes start the day after your graduation here?
Oh yeah, that's also another amazing factor. But I'm so pumped up. Guys, I'm going to Miami.
I'm so pumped up. Sorry, that was funny.
I'm going to Miami. I have final on May 5th. I'm taking my finals early. I'm going to Miami May 6th, and then I'm going to move into my apartment. And I come back because I have graduation on the 14th, which is Mother's Day, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I have orientation at 8 a.m. on Monday.
That's so scary. Maybe you could.
But I don't think I'm going to go.
Maybe you can meet Alex Earl there, and
she's from Jersey, you know?
Wow, you guys have so much to bond over.
Yeah.
Do you have roommates or is it by yourself?
Yeah, she's from Minnesota. She's so nice.
Minnesota.
She's really
Why
nice.
do we both just say it like that? You kind of said it like that, but.
Sorry, I know, Gab, I sound weird.
Carrot. Say carrot.
You just said it differently.
I said carrot. I said say carrot. I said how you say it.
Carrot.
No, because now you're thinking about it. That's not how you say
January.
it. January.
How do you
You're
say
saying it normal.
Okay, we need to stop doing this on podcasts.
You know, you're right. But I mean,
But yeah, I have a lot to going on, but I'm so excited. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
You should be. That's really exciting. And
Yeah.
the campus is beautiful.
Yeah, and the best part for me is that our building is just like physical therapy students. So it's not like the building I'm in now, that's the healthcare building, where it's like exercise science, nursing, OT, PT,
Right.
whatever else majors go, health science go into the building at SHU. So it's just going to be me and my 64 other classmates.
Right.
Because there's only 65 people in the program.
yeah. But
Well, I get there's the grade above too, but that's
yeah. But I think that that's good for you because it's like you're going to have that sense of community that we're always like talking about.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone's going to be in the same position as you. So it's like
Yeah.
you're not going to be more likely to feel discouraged if there's 60 other
65,
people.
yeah.
65 other people going through the exact same thing. So
Yeah,
I
like
think
I was
that's
definitely
good.
nervous about that because I was talking to the guy like who like runs the student thing, and his name's Greg, and I was like, Greg, like I'm 20 and like I'm so nervous about like going into this environment where yes, like I won't be as prepared as I am right now. Like I've worked hard for this, so I deserve this. But I'm also like freaking nervous that like I'm gonna be sitting next to a classmate that's like 33, because there's totally different ages in my class. Like some people are like, there's people all over. There's a kid from Hong Kong in my class. There's someone that just got married in my class, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sitting next to them, and I'm gonna be like, I wasn't even born when you were in high school.
Well, I'll be honest, like at my school, there's a lot of that for different reasons, but there's still a lot of that. And like I have classmates that have children. I have classmates that are older than my mother. Like I have and it's honestly like it's so normal. Like as long as you don't
Yeah,
make
you're
it
all there for
weird,
the same goal.
yeah,
So
like
that's
you're all
why.
working towards the same thing, and it's
Yeah.
so normal.
And I'm like so excited to like meet different people that grew up in different scenarios that have different stories to tell, because I'm from New Jersey. We're all from like Connecticut, Rhode Island, Mass, like wherever around this area.
East Coast.
Yeah. So like I'm going to be able to
That
talk
was-
to someone that's from like my roommate, for example, being Minnesota. Like
That's
I probably
so
couldn't even
we-
look at
yeah,
look at it
not
on the map.
weird, different.
Like, or like California, like Paris, like all over Europe. Like it's actually crazy that like I have the opportunity to meet those type of people. And the biggest thing about Miami for me that I loved, like I'm not like trying to like hype up Miami on this podcast, but like we're so involved with the community. Like that's what I'm probably looking forward to the most. Like on Saturdays, once a month, we have this like adaptive beach day. And we go down to the water and
Must
we
be nice.
the people that are in wheelchairs, like we transport them into the water.
I wish I could just go to the
Like
beach
that is so
every
cool. Like
once. Yeah.
that's fun, but you're also so
learning,
rewarded.
and
Yeah.
like you're so
And like then there's this elective that you can take, this sailing elective that's I probably will take. I don't know. So you go down to the water, and these people that are handicapped that can't walk and get in and out of a boat, you transport them in and out of the boat, but then they teach you how to sail because they know how to sail.
Oh, so it's
That's
like
so
a
sick.
you
So
help
it's like
them,
a
they help you.
double-ended thing.
Yeah.
But like on a Friday, like, oh, I'm going to my sailing class. Like
That's
that
really
is so
cool.
cool. And you feel so rewarded. That's like there's multiple community stuff like that, like free healthcare, like all the stuff that Miami does for this community. But I'm just so excited for like those opportunities that I've never gone to do.
Right.
yeah. So that brings us back to a sense of community, like you said, like
Yeah,
girl
like
games.
yeah, no, for real. Like just having that opportunity, like
That's-
not everyone at SHU is gonna go to these girl
Yeah.
games events, but they'll have the opportunity.
Exactly. And we may not, maybe we're just not looking in the right places, but we may not have as many of those opportunities as like undergrad
I don't
students
think I'm
around
looking in the
here.
right places right now.
And so we want to bring that sort of like fun outlet to campus. And
I always think that like you can never have enough friends, and you can never like be like involved enough.
Yeah,
Not that I
you-
am as I should be, but this club is going to be an amazing opportunity for that.
Yeah, exactly. And meeting more people with like-minded mindsets will always keep you growing and learning more. You can always learn from something, whether it's education-wise or just like mental-wise or just
Right.
literally
Fitness,
anything.
yeah,
You can
anything.
always learn from someone. And so meeting all of these different people on your campus. It's just, we're excited for it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I'm not going to be a part of it, but
No, you have to vlog it though, because then I feel like I have to feel a part of it.
Yeah, of course. We'll do a little, I'll do
no,
little
I think
updates.
are you talking about Girl Games?
Oh no, I meant about Miami, but like you can do it about Girl Games too.
Yeah, I
Tough
want to be a
crowd
part
over
of
here.
Girl Games, so Gab will FaceTime me, but yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I'm starting to post TikToks more that because I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm starting not to care.
there you go.
GRWM.
Get ready with me?
Yeah.
Oh, why did you say that? So one thing that I was mentioning to Chuck kind of as a joke, but I think we should do it. I think we should do like with our podcast, since she's one of our biggest fans. We should give her like weekly not specifically.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this.
Not specifically her, obviously, but we should give like weekly updates,
Like
like,
a-
just
like a
check-ins.
catch-up.
because you
check-ins,
already know
yeah.
that I live with Gab
Yeah.
and I see her all the time, obviously, and I still on Tuesday mornings at the gym listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm the one in the room helping you record, I don't. But
Yeah,
Right.
like,
or
I'm
like
at
when
the
you're
gym.
the one on the. Actually, you may listen to this one because the first episode we did.
Oh my god, I
we
listened to it 7
listened to it like
times.
20
Really?
times because we're just like, how do I sound? Like what?
I don't
it's
think I
actually
could do
kind of-
that. I did that too much with the Pulse today.
And then you think about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the low key. I'm thinking
No,
about that. till the
ever
day I
since
die.
the first episode, I haven't listened. I've just been like,
Yeah.
post. Do you
But-
still listen to them?
I'll listen to like the first 5 minutes and then I'll be like,
Yeah,
alright.
just to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I told Gab, I was like, I need an update. Like I'm gonna need
Exactly.
this little podcast to be like, oh, I'm still there. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
you guys will be talking about fitness stuff.
No, yeah, we could do that. We
Yeah.
could do a little catch up at the beginning.
Exactly. We can make this could literally be as whatever we want. It doesn't always have to be this is my fitness lifestyle and like that's
Yeah.
it. It could literally be like last week me and Kenz went to like, I don't know.
We went to this gym and this is how it was.
Yeah,
And then
we
we
could
got
just
Yeah, I
share
really like that. I
stories.
was listening to it while I was finding a stupid parking spot for
Yeah.
45
Wow.
minutes.
Oh my gosh, we're trying a new gym this summer. We can totally do
Oh,
that.
I'm
Oh my
so
gosh.
It's gonna be
excited.
so
You
exciting.
guys, Gab, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, well, you'll be in Miami for your tournament.
That's
Me?
another word. Tournament.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can
Me.
come and try my
Tournament.
gym.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have somewhere to stay always when we go to Miami now.
Yes.
Well, not always for next.
But I'll
summer.
just be in
Well,
class.
but now we have an excuse to go to Miami.
I'll just be in class like
Exactly.
every day, but
But
We'll show
we'll
up,
come
don't worry
for a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, if you guys hear us doing weekly updates now,
it's cause Chuck.
it's literally just because of Chuck. So if you want to hear that though, let us know.
Yeah.
If you don't, also let us know. Because
If you're still even listening.
if you guys don't want it, I'm not giving it to just Chuck. I'll just FaceTime
Yeah,
her.
just send me a voice memo.
So honestly, I think
yeah, we
we've
killed that
we've
one.
covered everything.
yep.
We talked a lot. Do you have any final points, questions for us? Anything?
Comments, concerns,
Comments,
motivational
concerns.
quote.
Any
I
feedback?
said a few motivational quotes today.
But do you have like
But-
one?
Yeah.
I don't.
Just freaking
You don't
do
have to
it.
be on the spot.
Just
yeah.
freaking do it.
Literally, just do it. Like if you want to go after something, you gotta just do it.
Okay, Nike.
I have one this week.
Perfect, because I don't.
A motivational quote. It's what I captioned one of my last Instagram posts. It's do what other people won't so you can accomplish what other people can't.
Or don't.
Let me
Maybe don't.
do what
I
other people
also-
won't so you can accomplish what other people can't. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Do what other people don't.
But I've heard don't.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So basically to elaborate,
Potato.
push yourself to be the best version of you because you can always like strive to be a better version of yourself and do those things that are hard and uncomfortable because the people that aren't going to be growing from it like you. And I think
I like that, Gab.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm not
The
gonna
line in my
explain it.
bio, my Instagram is be 1% better every day. I like that one too.
That's a good one as well. Do you have one?
Similar.
No, I don't. I already said that.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow, you
Yeah, I
always
know.
have them. So thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for
Chuck.
having me.
Of course.
guys.
This was a good one. We had a lot to cover.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard naming this one, but
It's all right. We'll get there.
we will get there. So thanks for listening. Do you want to start plugging our socials like we
Yeah.
always do?
Well, Charlie can go first.
Yeah.
So my fitness account.
CharleyP.fit.
CharleyP.fit.
I know it. Charlie P Fit.
TikTok?
Nah.
TikTok, pass. Never heard that one before.
Yeah, I don't really want to say
that's
my.
okay.
Oh
Yeah, that's okay.
I think it's just Charlie Paul. Honestly, I don't
alright,
really
that's
use
okay.
my real
That's okay.
TikTok.
Okay.
So mine, as we say every week, Gabby S _ fitness. Everyone always thinks
Or
it's
both.
Gabby's fitness.
It could be.
Gabby S fitness. All right. GABBIE. Don't spell it with Y. That's rude. That's for both
Are you
TikTok
tweeting someone?
and Instagram. No.
Everyone, actually.
Yeah, a lot of people spell it with a Y. So, but I'm cool. So,
Instagram, mackenzie.glenn.2, TikTok, mackenzie.glenn.
yeah. Also follow this podcast on TikTok.
Gab and Kenz podcast.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Like I said, thanks again for coming on, Chuck. This is the last you guys will ever hear of her, so hopefully you enjoy it. That's a joke.
Maybe
but
we can do like a Zoom.
yeah, we'll do a Zoom podcast
Literally.
once I get that advanced. Go ahead.
Peace, love, happiness.
See you guys.